seekers of truth and fellow travelers on this vast ocean of eternity. We gather here to contemplate a concept that is not merely a doctrine, but a golden key that unlocks the mysteries of our suffering, our inequalities, and our ultimate destiny, reincarnation. Do not mistake this for a modern invention or a fleeting novelty. This truth is woven into the very fabric of human history, stemming from the immemorial beliefs of the Hindu philosophers and the ancient Egyptians. It is a wisdom that has traversed the ages, championed by eminent minds like Pythagoras, which suggests that an idea so resilient must possess an intrinsic vitality and truth. However, let us distinguish the glorious reality we discuss today from the superstitions of old. We must reject the concept of metempsychosis in its strictest sense. The spirit, once having achieved the dignity of humanity, does not, and indeed cannot, regress into the body of an animal. Instead, we propose a doctrine purified by reason, aligned with the progressive laws of nature, and divested of superstition. Let us set aside revelation for a moment and appeal to your own logic and reason. Look around you, observe the vast and often painful inequalities that define the human condition. If we assume that a soul is created only at the moment of birth, we are forced to ask, why does one child display transcendent genius, while another remains in mediocrity? Why does one possess an innate sense of dignity and virtue, while another seems drawn precociously toward vice? If we are all born fresh from the hands of the Creator for a single life, why this disparity? If you argue that these differences are merely the result of our physical bodies, you reduce humanity to a machine, a mere whim of matter, stripping us of moral responsibility. But if you admit the soul is distinct from the body, you must question the justice of God. Would a God of infinite love grant innate superiority to some and deny it to others? Such favoritism is incompatible with the law of justice. There is only one solution that satisfies both reason and the heart: reincarnation. Imagine a gathering of people ranging from 1 year old to 80. If a veil were cast over their pasts, you might wonder why the 80-year-old is wise and the toddler is ignorant. But lift the veil, and you see that their inequality is merely a measure of time lived. So it is with souls. We are all students in a divine school. Some of us are older, having traversed many lives. Others are younger, just beginning their ascent. The inequality we see is not an injustice. It is simply a difference in our respective positions on the ladder of evolution. I know there are some among you who recoil at the thought of returning to this world. You say, "I have suffered enough. I do not wish to start again." But is this not the complaint of a sick man who refuses the bitter medicine that will cure him? God does not ask our permission to set the universe in order. We are not condemned to return for the sake of suffering, but for the sake of reparation and progress. Consider the mercy of this doctrine. If our fate were sealed by a single short life, often cut short in childhood or spent in ignorance, how terrible that would be. Instead, God, who is clemency itself, says to us, "You have failed today, but you may start again tomorrow." Every new existence is an opportunity to correct the errors of the past. It is a doctrine of hope, ensuring that no one is excluded from supreme bliss, no matter how great their current obstacles. To our Christian friends, fear not that this contradicts the sacred texts. It is, in fact, the vindication of God's justice. Did not Christ himself say that Elijah had returned as John the Baptist? Did he not tell Nicodemus in the Gospel of John, "Truly, truly, I tell you that unless he is born of water and of Spirit, he cannot enter the kingdom of God. You must be born again." This doctrine acts as a life preserver thrown by God to humanity. It explains what no other philosophy can explain. It tells us that our seemingly unjust trials are actually the growing pains of immortality. It assures us that our separation from loved ones is temporary, and our progress is inevitable. So, let us embrace the horizon of our eternal journey. Let us not fear the return, for it is the path to perfection. We are not creatures of a day, fading into nothingness or static eternity. We are travelers on a magnificent, ascending spiral, moving ever closer to the light of the Creator. Go forth with this knowledge. You are the architects of your future, and eternity is your heritage.